tell me, what do you think of Aberdeen Centre's policy on the language on signs?
We basically would support it 100%. Being Daiso, it's a multinational, worldwide, international company. So definitely, we're in Canada and English is the official language, and that's the first language that we put on all our signages.
And what do you think are the benefits of having more than one language?
Basically, it appeals to all different levels and different cultures, not just one particular culture. So we have very different people coming through our store. With the English signage, everybody will be able to understand.
Yeah. And why do you think it's necessary to have English as the first language on the signs?
Well, we're in Canada. I would probably feel a little bit awkward if I went somewhere else that for language I didn't understand and always have to ask questions. So we're in Canada, so we kind of expect English to be a universal language here.
So tell me, Julia, why does Aberdeen Centre have this policy?
I think the policy we have been giving to our tenants is we open the mall. We try to, this is pretty much like a business decision. We want to acquire our business, target customer. That's why we have like a two-thirds of our signage is mostly in English and the other will be other languages.
And when Aberdeen Centre first opened, why did the owner have this policy?
Because we want to be like a fusion mall and then catering for the community here. It means for everyone.
Yeah, so Jack, what would you like to see happening here?
Well, my ultimate concern is racial and cultural harmony. I want to see our community being well integrated into one. So I think the signage issue is only the surface because I think what we are trying to arrive at is to bring the different groups in the community together, being able to understand each other better, communicate with each other and interact with each other.
So Jack, why do you think, for example, the characters on the building behind are so prominent?
Well, I think it's a business decision, right? They want to target certain groups of customers. And in this case, they're the Chinese that they want to target. However, I think they should do better because even though they focus mainly on the Chinese customers, I think they have a wider obligation and social responsibility to make non-Chinese people in the community to understand what they are doing, what they are offering, and what they are doing in terms of business.
Why do you think some businesses in the Chinese community have only Chinese or predominantly Chinese?
Yeah, because some of the Chinese merchants, their language skill with the English language is very limited, and they feel more comfortable dealing correctly in the Chinese language. They don't want to make a mistake or insult or offend anybody when they do it. Even though it hurt the business, because now their traffic flow is lower, but they want to be able to earn a living. They don't want to depend on the government for handling.
Why do you think this kind of issue might not last for very much longer?
Because like most second generation, they're more comfortable speaking English, but they can speak the Chinese language, but they cannot read it. It's just a matter of time before it passes on, where most of the sign, like in the shop, will be all in English. 嘢點會有呢啲？
最多係譬如我可以幫襯過佢哋有埋。
你咪睇下咯，入去睇下，又去睇下，又係睇咁樣。因為人哋嗰個做中醫仲大味啲啦，係啊，佢又冇。